Hello. Glad to be here with you again today to share with you a few updates. Lots going on here at City Hall. Share with you a few big things we've been working on and coming up. So you may know that we've had 2 work sessions. So that's where the City Commission comes together and we talk about issues and we just spend more time delving into more of the complex issues that we're facing as a community. And so we've spent 2 work sessions focused on affordable housing, which continues to be a significant issue in our community. And last year we adopted a housing strategies, which came from work that had been going on in the community for about a year. And from that, there were a number of recommendations. From those recommendations from the housing strategies, we, during our last budget cycle, created a affordable housing trust fund. And so that was one of the topics of conversation during our last City Commission work session. From that work session, it was really clear to me that we had a lot of work to do, and we also needed to expand the circle and include more people from the community to look at what we need to do to move forward. So after the last work session, it was decided to create a housing advisory committee that would be made up of 3 city commissioners, a few city staff, and then a number of community members that represent different interests and have different expertise in our community. So we are in the process right now of establishing that housing advisory committee, and once that group is together, it'll be chaired by Commissioner O'Connor, and they'll be taking a closer look at implementing what we need to do to implement a lot of the recommendations that came from housing strategies, but also make recommendations on the establishment of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. So you can look forward to hearing more updates about that as we move forward with the Housing Advisory Committee. I anticipate that committee will be in place for a couple of years, and they will continue to be a group of individuals that we can look to help us as we implement new housing policies in our city, with the ultimate goal of being a place where there are many options, many housing options for people, so that there is a place, regardless of whether you're a single person or a family or getting ready to retire, that there's a place where you can live in our city and afford to live in our city. Next update, this month, actually just a couple weeks ago, we hosted the Racial Equity Here cohort. So you may remember that we are in partnership with 4 other cities, are part of what's called a Racial Equity cohort. And we hosted that here with the intent to look at what do we need to do as a community, as a city, really starting with the city. What do we need to do to embed equity and diversity within the city government? So we spent 2 days talking about what other cities are doing, what we need to do, what opportunities we have, what resources are available, how do we implement a racial equity toolkit into the work that we do, but then also how do we really change the culture both within the organization and then set some goals for our community around increasing diversity and inclusion. So we're really excited that we're able to be a part of that process and to have the resources from Racial Equity Here, but also to be able to connect with other cities and learn what others are doing to really move the needle when it comes to racial equity, but also to start to address racial disparities that exist in our city. And then last, I want to tell you that we are a city of service. We're really proud of that. We're proud of the culture that we've created in this city of giving back, and that's been a legacy that has been built over time by so many people in this city. So we are designated as a city of service, and we have been partnering with United Way on a number of initiatives, but there are 2 opportunities coming up. If you are interested in getting outside with me to volunteer and give back to the community, so on the morning of September 10th, we're working in partnership with WEMEAC to do the Mayor's River Cleanup, and this has been going on year after year for a number of years, and so this will be my first Mayor River Cleanup as mayor, and so I invite you to join me early on the morning of September 10th. To find out more about that, you can go to WEMEAC, to their website, and look for the details there. And then also on October 28th, we'll be doing a greening initiative where we'll be planting trees throughout the downtown. This will be part of an initiative I do every single year to try to get to that goal of a 40% tree canopy. So if you want to plant some trees, you can come join us on October 28th. We're doing that in partnership with the Urban Forest Project, so you can go there and find out more information about that volunteer opportunity, along with others that will be happening in the fall, and you can sign up to be a volunteer. So with that, I think those are some good updates. Lots going on here, but we'll continue to update you through these video blogs.